Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. What was that?
Hey guys, Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. Bringing you another build guide this week, and this one is going to be a two-handed heavy armour build, and I think I'll choose the red guard for this one. Don't get a lot of love for the red guards, and rightly so. I put them 9th out of 10 in my overall list, but I saw this dude in presets and thought, he looks like a Tiny, and we're going to run with it. So here is Tiny the Tank. You know the score by now, we're siding with Ralof for the better loot, so head inside the keep. Don't bother picking up the one-handed axe and light armour, both are beneath Tiny. It's fists and a loincloth for now, so start throwing some punches. Now that those two are dealt with, you can raid the female captain's gear for the heavy set of armour, which miraculously also fits Tiny. That was lucky. Continue to face down soldiers with your bare hands. Eventually in the torture room you'll find a stormcloaked soldier that's carrying a two-handed axe. This is more like it. Also pick the lock cage in this room with the dead mage inside for his loot, which we can sell for gold later. When you get to the bear, don't approach, instead use Ralof to level your two-handed skill. And no need to get into sneak mode though, Tiny's no use for sneaking. I recommend taking two-handed to level 40, at this point you should have 4 perk points, and I put 1 into Juggernaut, and then the next 3 into Barbarian to increase your damage to 60%, which makes a significant difference early on. And now you can just one-shot the bear. Once outside, head straight up to the Talos worship scene for the Thalmor agent and his loot. This isn't going to be useful, but we can disenchant it or sell it for gold later. Then take out the bandit camp just nearby for treasure map 1. The black mage robes inside this tent are good to grab for disenchanting or selling. At the standing stones, the first stone you want is the warrior stone. Then head over the other side of the river just to the north and grab the flawless emerald inside the skeleton. And now back across the river to Embershard mine. Inside the mine where you first encounter 2 bandits, grab the pickaxe on the floor. Mine any ore veins inside the mine, and now fight your way through the rest of the mine. You get the idea. And then at the end, grab the 3 jewels in the room to the left. Once outside the Embershard mine, on your way to Riverwood, grab the Mora Tapanella mushrooms. There are loads in this area on the dead trees and stumps. And then go across the river and up to the location of treasure map 1, which is inside this tree. Now go to Riverwood and speak to Gerda and take any freebies she is offering. And finally in Riverwood, sell all your stuff you've looted to Lucan in the Riverwood Trader. Once you get to Whiterun, give the companions a hand in dealing with the giant.
Must have run off.
Oh well, must have run off. Classic
You handle
Skyrim.
yourself well. You could make for a decent shield.
Damn right I handle myself well, I'm tiny. Before we go into Whiterun, there is one location we need to visit. White River Watch.
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you?
He's dead, and you're next.
Hey, somebody get down here! Help!
Somebody get down here and help! Once you reach the summit, kill the bandit leader and he'll be carrying the Iron Hand gauntlets, which boost two-handed damage by 15%. Great for Tiny early on. Is this armour better than what I'm wearing? Yeah it is. Okay, we'll take the steel horn set as well. Oh yeah. When I got back to Whiterun, Reset was outside. Now this isn't essential now, but because he is here we'll grab it, speak to him and ask him about the trouble he's been facing on the road to start the quest, Balance of Power. We'll receive a note, but we can do this quest later. Now inside Whiterun, head to the Bannered Mare and offer Uthgerd the Unbroken out. Would Tiny fight a woman? Hell no. 100 gold on the line? Hell yes. Now go up to Dragon's Reach to progress the main quest to Bleak Falls Barrow. Steel armour? Look at what I'm wearing, Balgruff. Now head back down to Jorvaska, home of the companions. Looks like my kind of party this. Join up with the companions and try not to kill Vilkas when training. And then once you're in, take the first quest on offer from you, which will be random. Before we head out of Whiterun, find Carlotta and offer to deal with the bard Mikhail for her, and back into the Bannered Mare for a scrap. The gold you get from her is level, but even at early levels it's 250 gold, so good money for a small task. Now I was lucky as the first Companions quest brought me to Halted Stream Camp, but even if it doesn't, head here because there are a couple of things we want to do. Firstly, mine all the iron ore inside. There is a ton inside this location. And on the table at the back of the main room is the spell Transmute Mineral Ore. This is the second reason we came here, so make sure you grab this. Now I just wanted to show you at this point that the loot I've been keeping is mainly the enchanted stuff I've found, because we'll disenchant all this to get a head start on levelling Enchanting. I've also kept hold of the ore, most of the other stuff can go.
Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. But you, I like.
You're speaking my language, brother. Head back to Jorvaska to continue the main quest. We basically will be completing the Companions questline so you can progress this to the end at this point. Also complete Bleak Falls Barrow and Dragon Rising up to the point we can learn shouts. The reason we want to complete the Companions questline is it allows Farkas and Vilkas to be followers, and this is good as the brothers are master trainers of heavy armour and two-handed, meaning both can take you to level 90. And why is them being followers good? It means we can essentially train for free by taking the gold back off them, if you don't have the mod official patch downloaded, which patches this.
Let's go.
Now the companions are done and we have Farkas pick up the Thief Standing Stone, I forgot to show this, and head down to Riften and grab scaly foliota mushrooms off the fallen birch trees. Now head north to the area just south of Windhelm, here grab a few of the creep cluster plants. And now head over to Golden Hills Plantation, which is near Rorikstead. Complete the quest here which gives you the key to the farm, and then use the farmer's workbench to create the planters. You'll need quarried stone and wood to do this, which can be gathered on site. Now what we need is 12 scaly foliota, 20 mora tapenella and 12 creep cluster, and I'm only missing the first amount. If like me you're short of something, just plant a few ingredients in the planters and wait indoors for 3 days until you have the correct amount. The reason we're waiting and not sleeping is the werewolf blood we've got from the Companions quest doesn't give sleeping skill bonuses, otherwise we would do it. Now we have the ingredients we need, plant 12 scaly foliota, 12 creep cluster and 20 mora tapenella and then wait for 3 days. This will yield 60 of each ingredient every time, as the two former ingredients give 5 each time and the mora gives 3. And now you can just collect your ingredients and repeat. Oh man, isn't this just Skyrim in a nutshell? Doing some menial jobs and then boom, dragon attack. Look at this, right? I've already had a dragon attack since I've been here. Can Tiny just farm in peace? Anyway, once collecting your first batch you should have 60 of everything now. Now you want to repeat this until you have around 400 of each ingredient. Go into the basement inside Golden Hills and combine all 3 ingredients until alchemy level 20. And at level 20 place 2 perk points in Alchemist and 1 in Physician. Then make more potions up to level 30. Now stop and put 1 point into Benefactor. Because we've now leveled up, we can get free training from Farkas, so do this now.
What do you need to take?
Now make a few more potions until you level up again. And then grab 5 more free levels of training.
What do you need to take?
Now make potions until alchemy level 40, and now put a 3rd perk point into Alchemist. And you basically want to repeat this. Every 20 alchemy levels put a point in Alchemist, and every time you level up, grab 5 levels off Farkas and take your gold back. and you'll have level 90 heavy armour skill and alchemy level 100 in no time. Easy peasy. You can now head back to Jorvaskr and part ways with Farkas and pick up his brother Vilkas, the two-handed trainer. Come on Vilkas. Take the Whiterun carriage to Dawnstar. Outside here, wait until the Khajiit caravan Madrasi shows up, and what we want to do now is sell all the expensive potions we've crafted to speed level speech. Once they are all sold, get some free two-handed training from Vilkas.
What do you need to take? Let's go.
And then head over to the other side of Dawnstar and find the hidden chest in these bushes, which is Madrasi's inventory. Once here, take all your potions back, and you just want to repeat this until you have speech level 100 and two-handed level 90. Congratulations, it's easy this level in business. Also grab any more enchanted pieces from Madrasi's chest and disenchant these in the Jarl's house. And here is what our skills look like now. We have a load of unused perk points, so I'm going to start filling up the right of heavy army and the middle of two-handed. It's also important at this point to fill up the left hand side of the speech skill, and this is so we can sell our stuff off faster shortly. Now go back to Farengar in Dragon's Reach and invest 500 gold with him.
Wise is the one who spends.
Once you've done this, buy all his filled soul gems, and then sell him your potions, and once he's out of gold, save your game, attack and reload to reset his inventory. And just repeat this until all your potions are gone. And as you can see here, I have 117,000 gold, plus about 400 soul gems I think. Now go back to the standing stones, I remember to show it this time, and grab the mage stone. Go back to the Whiterun carriage and this time take it to Solitude.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
In Solitude we want to visit the Fletcher for a weapon with the banishing enchantment. Then to Angeline the Alchemist for an enchanter's elixir. Make sure it's this version as we want the strongest. And finally into Radiant Raiment for items with the following enchantments: Alchemy, Smithing, Magic Resistance and two-handed damage. With all your new stuff, go back to Whiterun and buy all the iron ingots and leather strips from the Blacksmith. And now do the save, attack and reload trick. And do this until you have 300 iron ore and 300 leather strips as shown here. Now we can craft all these into iron daggers. There's a good chance you're going to have far more than you can carry now. 902 carry weight I've got. Oops. So crawl slowly up to Dragon's Reach. Once here, enchant all your new daggers with the banishing enchantment. Similar to alchemy, every 10 or 20 levels, grab the perk points along the left and middle of the skill tree. Once at level 100 you can get the extra effect perk, which is the most important on this tree. But I don't have enough perk points yet, but we can grab this soon. We need to lighten the load, so let all your daggers loose in Farengar's room. You really need to tidy this place, Farengar, it's a bloody mess. Now equip the transmute mineral ore spell we got earlier and begin turning your iron ore into gold ore. Once this is done, smelt your new gold ore into gold ingots. Now a really quick way of duplicating these is to drop them all on the floor near the entrance to Whiterun and command your follower to pick them up as shown here.
Will do.
Once done, fast travel outside and then back again and they'll all be on the floor, but your follower will also have them in their inventory, just like magic. Repeat this until you have around 630 of these. I had 580 but I fell agonisingly short of level 100, so I'm forewarning you. Drop all your ingots into this barrel and grab the warrior stone from the standing stones. And now with your gold, craft 3 gold necklaces, as we'll need these for later, and then craft the rest into rings. This will get you all the way to smithing 100. We can now grab the extra effect perk. We also want to fill up the right side of the smithing skill tree up to Daedric smithing. I am a few perk points short, but we can get these by levelling up blocks soon. Dump all your gold rings somewhere, we don't need them, just keep 3 for enchanting later. Remember that quest we picked up from Resad right at the start? Now we're going to complete this. Deal with the 4 bandit camps that eventually lead you up to Thorin and the root cave underneath Solitude. Now I highly recommend saving at this point. Thorin is a difficult boss. He's got a ton of tricks up his sleeve, including teleportation and summoning, and he deals high damage. Yeah, just like that. 3rd time's a charm. Oh, we just got it done. Look at my health. And now he's dead. Complete the quest by yanking out the sword and then grab the madness sword from his desk. Plus read the note on his desk which starts a miscellaneous quest at Mistwatch. We'll do that soon. First head to Resad and tell him the bandit problem is dealt with, and you can now buy Amber and Madness Ore from him. You'll need a few Amber pieces, but mainly Madness Ore, so do the save, attack and reload trick to get more of this. Then head down to Crystal Drift Cave south of Riften. Inside here read the journal on the shrine and then place Amber and Madness Ore in the ashes to reveal the 2-handed weapon with the highest base damage in Skyrim. Perfect for Tiny. Now time to get rid of Vilkas. We need to not have a follower for the next bit. Head to a giant camp and piss them off and just block repeatedly. The easiest and quickest way to get blocked to level 100. Just make sure your difficulty isn't set too high, otherwise you risk getting KO'd. This will also level heavy armour from 90 to 100, which is cool. And now we have enough perk points to get up to Daedric smithing. I'll put every perk point in the video description though so you have it. Now go to Mistwatch. Here we will have to kill someone called Avethra who carries the secret to crafting Amber and Madness armour. Once you've read the journal, go back to Whiterun and craft yourself a set of Madness armour. You'll need Madness ingots, leather strips and Ebony ingots for this. But this is the heavy armour with the highest based armour rating in the game. And this is the completed look. Pretty nice, don't you think? And now for the enchanting and armour improvement. Go up to Dragon's Reach and use the Enchanter's Elixir, and on a gold necklace, gold ring, gauntlet and helmet add the Fortify Alchemy enchantment. Be quick as you only have 30 seconds before the potion effect wears off. Oh yeah. Now go run around Whiterun half naked.
This one suggests donning some apparel.
Find the Khajiit caravans again and buy from them Druid wax, gold canna and stoneflower petals. And now at an alchemy station combine Druid wax and stoneflower petals for a strong enchanting potion. Use this in Dragon's Reach to create a gold necklace, gold ring and gauntlets with Fortify Alchemy and Fortify Smithing, a chest piece with Fortify Smithing, and finally a helmet with Fortify Alchemy. Again, be quick as the effect wears off after 30 seconds. And these are our improved pieces. Using your new equipment, combine Druid wax and gold cannet for a strong smithing potion, and Druid wax and stoneflower petals for a stronger still enchanting potion. Now we can improve our armour using madness ingots, and nerve shatter using refined amber. And now finally at Dragon's Reach for one last time, take your strongest enchanting potion and enchant our last gold necklace and gold ring with resist magic and fortify two-handed. On your armour it's really up to you what you choose. I'd recommend fortify health, stamina and more two-handed damage though, as this will make you strong enough for legendary difficulty. Now the standing stone I recommend for this build is the Lord Stone. And with the Lord Stone and the 2 enchanted pieces, we'll be at 81% magic resistance, which is only 4 below the cap of 85%. If you do want to reach the cap, I recommend completing the Book of Love quest given by Dinya in the Temple of Mara in Riften, and this will grant you a further 15% as shown here. So now we're at the cap and we'll block most of the damage from spells, which is great. And look at our overall armour rating, 1805. Skyrim's armour cap is 567, which is actually mental how far above it we are. 567 blocks 80% of the damage that comes at you, so this technically isn't needed, but I wanted to show you the tankiest heavy armour set. And finally our weapon damage rating is 564, not including the enchantment, pretty meaty. Now this isn't a build which needs potions really, but here are a few you might find useful. Briarheart, Slaughterfish Scales and Thistlebranch make a cool fortified block and heavy armour potion. Death Belt and Salt Pile a simple slow potion. This is the first potion. It actually resists all frost damage as well, which is cool. And slow is good for this build because two-handed weapons means your swing speed is generally slow, so this will keep those enemies in range that are trying to back off. And finally, shouts. I feel like Tiny is a man of simple taste. The only shout he needs is Unrelenting Force. The second word for this is of course with the Greybeards. And the third they will give you when you return the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. And why does Tiny like Unrelenting Force?
What's that?
If you like my videos then please give it a like and subscribe, and that way you never miss any of my future Skyrim content. See you next time.